Hello and welcome, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world, to another episode of Alice and Chill Let's Play.
Hello,
Um,
guys.
those of you who don't know me, I am Tassel, the community manager here at My Neighbor Alice, and today I am sharing the stream with my lovely wife, the Cupcake. So for those of you who haven't met her, here she is.
Hello.
Um, these are always just chill sessions where we get together, um, play the game, go over some features, and talk a little bit about my very favorite thing, which is My Neighbor Alice. Um, Before we get into it, though, I'd like to just talk about a few little things that are going on right now. You guys, for those of you who are not aware, right now we have the Alice Adventure airdrop, and we just started Wave 2, which is the Forest Wave. During Wave 1, we gave away 50,000 Alice, and this time we have doubled down and we're giving out 100,000 Alice. And so it's a real exciting time. Some other things that are important is for this wave is we also introduced in-game tasks. So that's great news for all of those players like me who want to, it really benefits the players and not just those people, the bot farmers trying to get that easy money. Um, yeah, so, and I'd also like to mention that I got a couple special things going on this time. If you stick around to the end, I have a couple of hints and clues about maybe some of those fishing tasks that some people are having a hard time maybe finding some of the ominous locations that we put up. So I'll give some of that information out, and also I have a special giveaway also for the end. So if anyone is interested in that, and I think you should stick around for that as well. So, like I said, these are just kind of chill sessions where we get together and talk about stuff. This time I wanted to go over, um, talk about the OG plots that have just recently been put around the Tinsel Fells Town Hub. Some of the lucky OGs and supers got the chance to, I think it was only OGs actually got the chance to be around the Pudgy plot and the Tinsel Falls Town Hub. And so that's pretty exciting. So, and I want to talk about the item creation there and go look at some of the designs. And yes, I'm just real excited to be. But yeah, so I hope everyone's doing great today. I will go in game so we can see what's going on there. How are you doing today?
Doing well. Just it's a little late for me, but I am excited to be here and excited to have my very own pudgy plot to soon be created on, and pretty excited.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, me too. I've started creating on them as well, and I'm real excited to kind of make it seamlessly mesh with everyone else's designs and see how interesting they get because last season it was really great what we did around the plots that were around the Pioneer Point. So I'm real excited to see this new version. Let me get
It
this
was
going.
amazing last season, so I hope that was our practice session and it'll be so much more amazing this season. So I can't wait to see what everyone has to come up with and play around with.
Definitely. Okay, so I wanted to go over, like I said, some of the stuff that's going on in Tinsel Falls. So what we'll do is I'll head over there first. Pull up this, open up this. So yeah, so I think that there's some the things that I really like about this time around is that um, I don't know if people are aware of this, but on the L plot, there is a way to craft items and that are specific to like L. Those are the L items. Well, something similar this time around as well, and where we can actually craft items on the Pudgy plot. So I figured I'd show some people some of that, show some of the neighbors that, and oh look at this. This is really cute. I don't know if everyone can see this, but oop, that's not what I meant to do. The a penguin right here.
I haven't even noticed that yet. It's so cute.
Right? Okay, so let me pull up some comments. Hope everyone can hear me. Is everyone can hear me in the stream okay? I just want to make sure everything's going on there. Let me see here if I can open up some comments. Cool. All right, so here is the beautiful new Pudgy Land. And in the Pudgy Land, for those of you who don't know, here's Rula. And there are these crafting stations, the Pudgy crafting tables. I just love the way that they've been put together, by the way. They've got
Yeah.
like a hammer and scissors and just different, like, different things going on here. But obviously, there's these are the items that you can craft for them. Some of them require the Pudgy fish to craft. Those are for exclusive for Pudgy holders to be able to craft some of these items. But a lot of them aren't, and which is really cool because you can put those into any of your designs, and it's not just for exclusive content. So anyone can use these, which I think is just really, really cool. So if you wanted to create this wall here, you could craft it up. They could queue it up with these materials. But what I don't think a lot of people realize is that when there's 6 of these or 7, however many there is, oh, look at all these people here. Hello, everyone. You could craft wall times 2, times 2, times 2, and get these all queued up at the same time. And most of these items that you can see on the stream here, these are all items that you can put into your own design. Some of them are Alice costing items, and some of them are not. And I think that's really cool. So this land over here looks like this one is one of the OGs. Her name is Kuma. I already knew that, but I just wanted to bring it up here. I think that this is really neat because you can see how our designs kind of seamlessly mesh together. I created these stairs, and Kuma actually asked me, hey, can you make it so that this lines up? And I thought that was obviously an amazing idea because then it makes the whole thing look seamless. And as you can see, right?
I was going to say, I just absolutely love all the communication between the neighbors too with this. It has to take a little bit of cooperation, and I enjoy seeing it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's really, really cool, being able to say, hey, can you move this over here? Or, hey, maybe we can make this all fit together if we, like you said, the communication's key, like anything in life, right?
Yep,
So
exactly.
the wall here. So I was just looking at that. So I noticed that earlier that if you could make a whole bunch at the same time. So I actually queued up a whole bunch before here because it goes so quickly, it gets put together where you can just put your designs together. I didn't come on here to craft, but I just thought I'd show this off. This is mine. This is how I just started off. I have it, as you can see, like the barrier here, how it splits it apart between this land and this land. This like kind of almost a little bit of invisible barrier. But we have ours lining up, me and Kuma, and I figured what I'd do is I'd showcase a few of the OG's plots around here because they always do an amazing job. So I'm just going to go around and with the neighbors here and take a look at a few of them. So this one's Kuma's. Oh, I love her bridge here. This is so cute with all her elves.
Very. I love all the elves. I as you know, I collect gnomes, so the elves are very reminiscent.
Yes, I am definitely aware of your addiction to the gnomes. But so as we kind of go around here, you can see here that this one is Super Soju's trial plot, and she's got so many of these cute little seesaws with the penguins on them, and she's got like a little heart that she's built up on here. I just Super Soju's plots are always amazing. She always builds something. She's always so creative in her designs. She was one of the first people that I actually met when I came on when I joined on My Neighbor Alice when I was in the community, and I just kind of fell in love with some of her designs, and I kind of emulated and copied until I kind of got on my own footing, and now yeah, I mean, look at this. It's just like this right here. If you actually back out, you can tell she's made a heart out of this. It's just absolutely beautiful. I remember seeing this. She did a competition last season where she had it where you could the idea was that you had to copy her design, and there she had a point system where if you copied it correctly, she gave you a certain amount of points, and the people that got the closest won like prizes. Just really, really cool. Got a little ice throne here, which is a really cool idea. And yeah, all these people. It's really great seeing everyone on stream here. I'll go around this way next. Love the new glider, by the way. And this one is owned by, this one is the trial plot for the cupcakes. This one's yours.
It's not finished yet, I promise. I have
Yeah.
ideas.
Do you know what you're going to put here yet? Or are you kind of just building it as you go? Or are you trying to make it seamlessly mesh with everyone else's? What's your choices this time around?
Oh, I have gone back and forth, but I was considering like a really cool like ice skating rink kind of area because it's right next to the hub that I think it'd be really cool to join the community and kind of like play like we're ice skating out there.
Oh, I love that idea. Yeah, I think that would be really, really cool. I can't wait to see what you come up with. And with Super Sochi right next to you, I know that she'll be able to accommodate your designs. And yeah, this is a good place to be. Gonna keep going around the edge here because I'm seeing some more designs popping up. Looks like this one is Golnaz. Oh, that's awesome. Looks like she hasn't started hers yet, but I know that's definitely on the way. Some of the designs that Golnaz has made in the past are really kind of breathtaking, so I can't wait to see what pops up here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep moving around. This is Jack. Jack was also known as Jark. He's got the bunch of land and always a really just real active, and some of his jump and glide designs are like just amazing. So I can't wait to see what he's got going on here. I'm sure he's very busy, so it's always neat when someone comes on and builds something really, really cool. And this one is Mudo. Mudo does these. I know it's a certain skill to be able to create something on a flat surface and give it like where you can see it from an aerial view, and it's just like this like beautiful. You can't really see it from the from when you're like on the surface with it, but when you're like up high up in the air and you can kind of get an aerial view. I don't know. I've always really appreciated that aesthetic, and it's not something that I'm super skilled at. So I'm gonna have to take some lessons. Hats off to you, Mudo. There's a big heart for you.
I think that one of my favorite parts about having so many different people here is just how many different styles will come into it. We have some things that are meant to be seen close up, some things that are meant to be seen from a sky view. I think that it's so cool to see how different everyone's brains work.
Could not agree more. Yeah, isn't that just such a? I mean, like they say, diversity is key. This is what makes it so amazing. Is that you one person has one design. I mean, and that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from. It doesn't only come out of my brain. It definitely comes from a lot of different. I get a lot of inspiration from a lot of different people. So, then this is one of them.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's how any good society is that we kind of work off of each other and everything else, and we work off of each other's brains.
Agreed. Let's just wrap it around the edge here. Not going for too long here, but let's see. Oh, Blood Moon. Blood Moon makes amazing creations as well. He did one of a ship last time. He's done castles and many courses. So I'm always impressed with his designs as well. I actually remember when he joined and kind of got his first like couple NFTs and was just kind of fiddling around with the game trying to figure it out, and then all of a sudden he had almost as many as me. It's just really, really cool seeing. Not sure what he's doing with his designs yet. Looks like he's still trying to figure it out, which makes sense. He doesn't have it very long. Do you see the penguin in the back? I don't know if you guys can see this penguin face in the background. This is what I mean. It's so cool. So this one right here is Mario. Mario is another one of our OG players. They're just a really, really interesting designs. I can't wait to see what happens. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to announce is going on this wave is we have game nights that are coming up very soon. I believe the very first one is next Friday on the 25th. So there's your first piece of alpha, guys. If I'm super excited, and we'll definitely be telling you whose courses were selected and the rules and everything else. So that's on the way. But yeah, some more good information. Can't wait to see what you do here, Mario. Attacker rip. I should have known. This perspective is just amazing. Like, how do you get a a penguin face that's like, it's just, like I said, some people are just so creative.
Oh yeah, I don't think my brain could even wrap around making something like this. I feel like I would erase so often that I don't think I'd be able to go anywhere. I completely admire this.
And it's done like in layers, and totally taking advantage of the new uh, the texture feature. Sorry, I was trying to think of it in landscaping. These the walls that they're using here to make the like the skin pigment in the face, really cool. I really like the way that's been done, and then the outline that's done in the ice. Yeah, really neat. It's one thing to create, to do like the kind of 2D pixel art, and that's a skill definitely in itself. But to have it in 3D, I don't know how people come up with this. It'd be very interesting to get some information. Let's see if I can. The camera's not acting proper right now. It's kind of doing this slow rotate thing, but I wanted to get an aerial view of here because I think that this is a whale on the ground. Is what it looks like to me. And then you got
Oh.
the face of the penguin here, and then I wanted to. Let's see if I can get it to. Nope. Sorry, guys. It wouldn't be an Allison show without at least one technical difficulty, right? All right. Well, I'm pretty sure the first one's a whale, and I can't remember what this one is. So maybe if someone can zoom out on their screen and let me know, that would be awesome. Such a cool design.
Yeah,
So
it's
I had a couple questions I wanted to know, just because I was kind of interested in, and from you, what is it that you think is uh, something that's maybe an underrated feature in My Neighbor Alice, or just anything that you want to talk to on that? Because I just kind of thought that might be an interesting one for you to discuss, because there's a lot of features now, and the feature set keeps growing. We started off, it just keeps getting larger and larger, and
oh,
go ahead.
sorry.
No.
I was going to say that I've been around for a couple seasons now, not as long as you, but so I have seen a few features grow. I think that one of my favorites that's become just so useful is the fact that now we can dye things after we make them. To anyone that
Oh,
was, that hasn't been here that long, we used to have to dye our wood or our bricks or, our crafting materials first and then make the fence or make the wall. Now you can make a whole bunch of wall or a whole bunch of fence and then decide what color you want it afterwards. And I think that's great. Or you can buy 100 pieces of fence off of the marketplace from someone that's white and dye it whatever color you want, or multiple colors. And it was just such a good convenience for me because I'm always needing fence to go around things or to make up something for a perspective or wall or anything. And so I really, really like the new features of the dye table.
yeah, yeah, I completely agree with that as well. And it's interesting too, because people only come in from whenever they join. I'm just loving all the people here, guys. Thanks so much for joining. Um, that they come in when in whatever section that they're coming into the game. Some people are just joining, and some people have been around for seasons, like yourself and me, and they haven't seen just how much it's evolved from the earlier times where you had to create, okay, do I want 10 pieces of red wall, and then you create it for that thing, but then you have to already know that you want to create that ahead of time. So that's a really good point. But
Yeah.
if you don't know, but you still know that you're going to need wall at a future date, then or fence or whatever you're creating, you could create 50 wall, and then when you need 10 pieces of red wall, we just dye 10 of those 50 red, and you still have 40 white, and then you have 10 of the new one. That gives you so much more flexibility and freedom that wasn't already there, and it's just on a really simple feature.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So I also wanted to one of the things during some of the comments and stuff that I got last time were that they wanted to be able to view some other people's creations. I believe that Bong brought it up that he liked that from when Kaito used to run the Alice in Chill streams, and I completely agree. I think that's a fantastic idea to be able to highlight some of everyone's creations and some of the cool things that people have done. I just think that that's a great way to kind of show people, what's possible. And I was wondering if anyone would be interested in sharing their plot ID so we can go check it out. If anyone's proud of what they've created, or it's a work in progress that they want to kind of highlight, or even just if they want to show their land and get some advice on it, I'm always down to give advice when anybody needs it, because believe me, I take advice from people all the time. So if you do want to share a plot ID either in on the stream or just in the game itself, share the plot ID and we'll all head over there. I'll be happy to do that. Here we go. We got one from Will here. Let's head over to that one. Let's see here. He's showing the plot that we're on. Never mind. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize he was just showing where we were. Thanks for that, Will.
Yeah, sharing the plots and everything, even if you're not done with it, I feel is such a helpful thing. Like we were talking about before, sometimes you do have to use other people's brains to get inspiration. And I think that's great. I don't think that half of the beautiful creations we've seen or done could have been made without some advice from other players.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I mean, like even here, when you look in the distance, the tower that's been created by my neighbor Alice here, I just built off of that. I see people going over there and jumping on it right now. I built the stairs off of that, and then when I built the stairs down, Kuma said, "Hey, can I build off of that?" I mean, that's a collaboration between 3 separate parties right there.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so first we're going to go to Rula, since she popped hers up first and said come to her land to check it out. So if we all want to head over to 307-9718, and then we'll go see some more of them too if you guys are interested. But that's the one that popped up first, so heading over there now. So obviously the companions in the game now, and right now it's with the Pudgy Penguins partnership, and having the little pudgies and stuff. If you could pick another companion, or to have companions added to the game at a later date, what would it be? What would be like your ideal companion? You got anything?
Oh man, I'm such an animal person that it's really hard to just pick one. But living here in Australia has really made me fall in love with koalas. I would love to have a little koala crawling by my side.
I'm a little biased about the situation, so I'm going to have to agree with you. By the way, Rula, this is absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love this design here, especially how you've integrated like this little water section, and these little land plazas are so helpful because you can choose where someone ports into your land, and then you give them the perspective that you want them to see first. That is such a powerful tool, such a simple thing, right? You want to be able to port in, but having the ability to choose where someone ports in, the trees and the green, and I mean, Pioneer Point's just a beautiful land in general. It's just everything contrasts so nicely here. But I really like what they've done with their design.
I love how Rula's worked with all the textures and everything. You get a few free trees here and there that, you don't have to create or whatever. I love seeing this kind of stuff integrated and used.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah, you can see like it's almost like a moat here, and then she's got her crafting and workstation here, and it's very obvious that too. everything's lined up, and or she or he. I'm sorry, I don't. I've been assuming that Rula is a girl because that's been that's what I've taken from our interactions. But this is what it looks like to me. It's a very obvious workstation. It's organized and at the same time pretty. It's aesthetically pleasing and it's functional. I mean, what's better than that? I'm gonna go up here real quick, guys. I just want to. This is really cool. This little section up here. Oh, and here we go. It's a whole sitting area. Oh, thanks for clarifying, Rula. I thought I was right, but I just hate to assume and then pick the wrong pronouns. Or I know that everyone. It's always hard to tell when you're in a game. I mean, I've had characters in games that are girls just because it's get tired of having the same character. Absolutely beautiful. So we should get a screenshot of this. So cool. I love all the new the different costumes that people are wearing. Got snow goggles on and like the bear hood, and Rula's over here. Got like her multicolored skirt. It just it's opening up a lot to be able to really express yourself in so many ways, and I really appreciate that, because in the end that's a big part of what My Neighbor Alice is to me, is creative expression, being able to come
Oh,
up with you know
oh
okay.
yeah, definitely. And I see in here Rula is saying that it's still a work in progress, but I feel like all the best plots are kind of always a work in progress. There's always something that you want to add, always something else that you want to do. I feel like I'm never completely happy, and I think that Rula's doing great.
Absolutely, and I'm exactly the same way. I love the bouncy on there. Alrighty, well, I would like to showcase someone else's designs too, if anyone else is excited or would just like to show their design, where they're at. I would love
I
to get
feel like
another plot ID.
I feel like there's another one. There's Will here at
Okay,
308-5424.
I see it. Perfect. Gonna head over to this one then. I apologize if my voice is a little crackly, guys. It is late here, so I've been excited about the stream all day, but I'm also a little tired. Think about having two young kids, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Whoa. Uh, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's so different, even just from the last one. The really nice dark purple hues. I know that that's what you fell in love with originally, is the
Oh
shaded
yeah,
headwind.
that was my first plot.
And this one is very much it's got a lot of garden theme here. Go ahead and water that plant. Oh well, maybe she doesn't want. I mean, he doesn't want me to. I won't water it just in case. That's not the expectation, but it's just so many cool plants just everywhere, and this is how I do some of my plots too, where I just want it to look very like vegetation just everywhere. Get some chickens. I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring here, but I'm loving this so far, and so different than even the last one. Oh, here we go. We got a climbing party here. I'm gonna join. I am definitely a person that loves doing parkour. I don't know if you guys can tell from any of my designs, but I hope it's obvious.
Oh, you left your penguin behind.
You catch up. Oh man, I'm not proving my point here. But yeah, no, it's really cool. Like the view here just absolutely beautiful. I like how it's like cut right into the forest, and it's such a different forest than Pioneer Point too, with all the dark hues and stuff, and you can create a totally different feel than the last one. Um, hey, here's Bomb.
So, someone asks on chat here, how is this umbrella plant so big? And just to answer that question, that's a fully watered umbrella plant. They're rope plants, Salcos, I think, this season. And you can also get them even bigger. Oh, these ones you can get by planting a foursquare and having them watered fully. and you can hide in them completely.
Yeah. Yeah, so these giant ones here, exactly. Yeah, if you plant them in a 2 by 2 grid, so that there's 4 of them, and they have to be the exact same plant. Once all the watering cycles are complete, they merge together and create this gigantic one. If you can see above the plant too that it has a 5 out of 5, that means that's indicating how many watering cycles it took to actually to get it to this big size. Sometimes people wonder why they um, sometimes they don't merge, and a lot of the time that's just because you're waiting on one plant that maybe didn't get watered or something like that. I love these things. This would make such a cool thing where if you were creating like a maze, you could like hide whole sections of a maze. Oh man, I shouldn't even get into the maze thing. I know I do a lot of mazes. Absolutely beautiful. This is really cool. Alrighty. We have time for a couple more. So what we got here? I see one here, and unfortunately my translator didn't on my screen work. So I will just visit mine. 3077254. Oops. Let's go to this one. I'm loving all that everyone joining me, and it was a fantastic idea, Bong, by the way, to bring this back. I mean, Kaido definitely had the winning recipe with going and seeing everyone's stuff. Such a good way to showcase all the creativity that's out there. So I really appreciate everyone being so cool and just being so open with their opinions and stuff. I couldn't do this without you guys. I need the feedback, and I need everyone to be open and honest, so that's how we make such an amazing game. Oh, this is just awesome.
Beautiful.
This is like the whole castle section, and this is someone who's really used a lot of the new feature, the texture feature. You can tell like the whole stone castle section.
Yeah, with visiting.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say with visiting everyone's plots too. Sometimes you don't know what questions you have until it comes about, like the umbrella plant question. You might not even think of asking that question until you see it, and so it's a really good way to even just know what questions to ask.
Absolutely, that's a really good point. With these designs and stuff like that, as someone who's done just an insane amount of hours on landscaping and stuff, I know just how hard this is to do. Having this every single little tower here and little part of the castle design and stuff like that's an individual click that someone has taken. And if they're anything like me, then can't tell. Oh, and then it's got a moat out front. How cool is this? There's an actual section in front of it in the castle. It's an actual moat. I just love the design. But yeah, it's a lot of attention to detail. And if they're anything like me, they probably rip down sections until they get it right. It's just such a cool thing.
Oh
but
yeah,
your question, Arthur.
Last season, and there was many tears involved.
Yes. To answer your question, I saw in game, Arthur, you were asking about the fishing quests in game. I will go ahead and drop a couple hints on that real soon. I just wanted to showcase a couple people's land and to go over see some of this stuff first. Don't worry, it's coming. Just got to be on the stream to receive the info. That's all. It's interesting too. I'm trying to look for. I may have jumped past the entrance, but I wanted to see the actual where you enter. Maybe it doesn't have one now. Maybe you can only get in by porting. I'm not sure. I haven't went all the way around. Nope, here it is. Yep. Very, very cool. This one is very intricate too. I feel like you could spend a lot of time just trying to see the different sections of this. Yeah, hats off. This is a great design. So I can share one of the fishing. So there are 2 fishing in-game tasks on there, and some people may be confused on what they are. The first one I will give you a clue on is the one that can't be. It says it. I can't remember exactly the wording, but it says something like it can only be reached by either by boat or but not by walking to it. I would just suggest that you look at the different regions of the map. So go on to either the website or just open the game and look at the different sections of the map. And if you can find a section that looks a little off, or like it looks like you couldn't walk to it, that might be somewhere you might want to teleport over there and give it a look, because it's meant to be a little bit obscure, but at the same time it's not meant to be that hard either. So if it looks like you couldn't walk to it, that's probably it. All right, so got a couple more here that popped up. I'm not sure if any popped up in the meantime. I can pay attention to so many things at once here, but I think I'm going to go to Ashes next. By the way, thanks so much for sharing these. I'm really loving seeing all the different ways that these have been put together. So I guess why I have on here, since we're talking about landscaping and all the different things that we've explored and all of that, can you remember anything stick out to you as like an oops moment, something that maybe you did that were that I mean, I have a lot, so I figured I'd ask you guys. So there's got to be some.
Oh, there's so many to choose from. I gotta say, so when I first started, I thought that if you used less landscaping tickets, it was better because I was using less resources. But after hours of landscaping, I accidentally pressed the wrong button and I just smoothed out a huge section of a building that I was trying to make, and there was no undo button. I couldn't just fix it with a click. I had to go back over it and do everything over again. Whereas if I were to have worked for 20 minutes, saved it, used another landscaping ticket, at least I would have only lost about 20 minutes of work instead of 2 hours. And so that's one very painful lesson I had to learn.
I completely understand that. So as the My Neighbor Alice has evolved and some of the systems and features have upgraded and changed over time, I have a kind of a similar story. But some of the features were maybe a little less obvious, as it wasn't completely obvious during some of the earlier alpha seasons. And I remember one time I created a big section of something. I probably spent several hours like yourself, and I just literally didn't have the landscaping ticket. So I did all that work, and then I looked down and I didn't have a way of saving my progress. I almost cried.
Oh, I can feel your pain.
This is absolutely so. This one right here is a very, very natural look, and I absolutely love it. You can see that they've started putting their resources together and gathering them. And this is Gloomy Gulch, by the way. I can't wait until this is available, because this will be one of the first ones that I get. I just love the aesthetic, the dark and ominous kind of. It's just really, really cool. I have a kind of a special spot in my heart for like these new ones when people are just joining, or when they're just starting a land, because you can kind of tell like the progress and how it kind of slowly kind of builds up. I love it. So yeah. Alrighty. So since we're getting a little bit shorter on time now, I wanted to do a few last little things before we go. So the second tip I have to find the land with the 3 ships in the tower. For anyone who has been confused on that, I will just give another big piece of information. So if you were on the Pudgy plot and you go southwest, that's the direction that you need to go. So, and remember, you're looking for 3 ships in a tower, and you should fish there. So that's without telling you where to go, that's pretty much telling you where to go. So that's that's my next big tip, to do that one. So hope that helps. Ready? And so the way I'm going to do this giveaway, guys, I would like it to be done in a way where everyone has the same chance of getting it. And there are 2 items. So just so you know that right off the bat. And I am going to read off a number to you. And that plot number, you will have to put it in. I'm not going to link it or anything like that. I want to give people that are on the stream priority. And the way I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the number, and then you're going to type it in and go there as fast as you can. And my only clue to this one is it's not difficult or anything, but if little riddle, if you're lucky, you'll get 1. If you're indecisive, you'll get none. That's my big clue. So you guys ready? We're gonna. You guys ready to check out this this giveaway? If you guys are ready, just let me know. A couple of yeses in the chat or anywhere would be good to go. Just to know you guys can all hear me and you're ready. I know everyone's got different internet speeds and different abilities and everything like that. I wish I could make it fair for every single person, but this is the most fair way to do it for everyone on stream. So, all right, I got some yeses here. All right, excellent. So here we go, guys. I want you guys to go to 308-5081. That's 308-5081. Good luck.
Go, go, go. Good luck, everybody.
And if you win, I'd be really interested to know who actually wins and what I gave to you guys. And I would be, yeah, good luck.
Guess I'll go see what all the fun's about.
The people got it. Forgot to really quick. All right, what do we get?
Oh, awesome.
Okay, got one person that got theirs. Do we got a second person? Just curious. All right. Well, that is everything for today, guys. I am super happy that you stuck with me. I know I was a bit tired this time, but I really do appreciate with you guys spending your time hanging out with us. It's always really special to be able to come here and to chat with you guys and to go over some of the features and just to be able to, hang out and see everything that people have to offer. I think that some of the creations that you guys did today were just absolutely fantastic. I wish I would have had a chance to see them all. Unfortunately, I can only see so many. So, yeah, that's it for today's stream. But I will see you guys on the next one, and I will be sharing a lot more. Just a friendly reminder for everyone: we do have this just started the second wave for the Alice Adventure airdrop. So if you're not doing tasks, you should be, because we've got a lot of good giveaways. We got the first game night coming up on the 25th, which is this Friday, or the following, Friday. And there's just a lot of real exciting stuff coming on, that's available to everyone. So I guess I'm going to call it here, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for showing up and for being awesome. And I can't wait to see you next time.
Let's say goodbye, good night, guys, or good morning. See you next time.
See you next time, guys.